Welcome back to Let's Play Rune Recreations. And to start, I always do this to test that the microphone is connected, right? And then when I click play on it to make sure that it was, working, I had the volume on my headphones all the way up. My ears! So this will be the next to last part, if,
Rune Factory!
Have we heard that one before? Was that Sonja? I feel like usually when we get to the main menu, it's usually either Pandora, Lily, or Dance, maybe Makoto, maybe one of the guys, but I'm not sure if we heard Sonja before. Anyways, let's see if I can get the right save file here. Let's see, that's Makoto. This one is the one where the options are, Makoto, Electra, and Sierra, but this is right before Electra, technically. So I think this is the one. Let's check. Yep, seems about right. So on this one, yes. So where is she? Oh wait, it's a holiday, isn't it? We will have to knock on the door because everybody stays inside during the morning on a holiday.
Good morning. I'm pleased to see you looking well.
In my homeland, we hold a festival called Tanabata at the beginning of summer. They say that it is one day of the year that a man and a woman who are separated from each other can meet. Aha. What does Tanabata even mean? It's just like... Well, I don't think I'm gonna find the definition for it in this book here. But I'm gonna have a look anyway. The briefest of looks, at the very least. Well, that let know it. It's in neither of my books. I don't know. It's just like I was trying to find if there was any, like in my kanji book, if there was a kanji character that leads to one of it being Tanabata, or I could maybe get the meaning from that. But didn't have an example. Looked from my dictionary on the Japanese side. And the closest I found was Tana, which apparently means shelf. I just don't think is relevant to the festival. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Who cares? We're having the sale is dangerous requires to punish them. Oh no, this axe will give you goosebumps. It makes it sound like it's all in just one sentence, really, isn't it? We're having a sale. But it's a dangerous request. You must punish them. Oh no! The axe will give you goosebumps. Okay, maybe the first one doesn't really add it with all the others. We're just here to date vibes. And she's actually chilling out here, so this works perfectly.
Good morning. Today's turning out to be a good day.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Thank you very much.
Man, it's gotta be a pain in the ass, isn't it? So, like the other ones, is basically goes like this. First part, French event, and first dates. It's like, this will be the first half of this part, and the second half of the part, it's gonna take me like ages to get to because how long it takes. Time between dates is ridiculous.
Thank you for making time for me. To be honest, there's something I need to talk to you about.
It's about this Let's Play being nearly 300 parts. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Me?
Yes. You see, never mind. It's nothing. Really, it's nothing at all. But I promised myself I'd tell you today.
Aden.
Yeah?
Aden's such an oblivious idiot, isn't he?
I've loved you ever since we first met.
Love at first sight.
Who? Me?
Seriously, he's so oblivious.
Yes. So, would you go out with me?
You know, I say this and all, but I don't know. If I was in the Dean's position, I'd probably be like, wait, really? Why? Sorry, but no. Yes.
Really?
You were saved for the last 2 parts of the Let's Play. I mean... You remember when I originally said, you know, it's like I'd marry Aden, and then like, maybe, you know, marry Violet, maybe Pandora later on. Pandora basically a no on that one because nobody voted for her. But you know, every character that got voted on is basically, you know, down to... well, yeah. And then someone else is like, before I upload part 3, it's like, I will vote for this character. They'd be like, well, too bad, they'll have to wait for a bonus part in that case, because, you know, 300 parts feels perfect. Perfect number to conclude the Let's Play. Anything after that will be bonus parts, which will kind of ruin the 300 parts thing still.
Hey, I wouldn't joke about something like that. I love you too, Violet.
On this save file anyway, all the old times I say I'm sorry.
You mean it? I'm not dreaming, am I? I'm so happy. So why am I crying?
It's okay. I know how you feel.
Seriously, Aden's voice actor must have the lowest quality mic or something. I don't know what it is, but they're always so quiet compared to everyone else.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I'll always be your shoulder to cry on.
About that, Aden. You're so much taller than her. How will she reach your shoulder? So we're dating Violet now, so that's a thing. I was gonna say something, but, you know, what was I gonna say? I can't remember. That's the trouble with that. I was like, no, just let the scene play, and then by the time it ended, I was like, yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say.
You have not neglected your morning audience with me. Excellent.
Without waking that morning, the entire world will feel by the way. No. Get some new dialogue.
Jewels possess magic. I will take possession of this one.
So the main focus is, you know, dating Violet, obviously. So, you know, let's get to that. They usually leave at some point to go to a baths in the morning on holidays. Huh? Oh yeah, which room is she in? Gotta be in the main room. Everyone gals a losing. Oh, never mind. Well, she's galled there, but Adette's like, I'm gonna be a rebel and not go in there yet.
Good morning. When I see you in the morning, I feel sure a nice day is ahead.
What? Has that always been your generic dialogue intro? I don't recall hearing that greeting before. What an adorable hat. I love it. Yeah, that confuses me. That I was like, wait, am I actually dating her and not realize it? Have I even got anything? Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot to go to that.
Ooh, fruit parfait! My favorite! Thank you so much!
She'll inevitably get our next French event, but you know, I'm gonna save that for when I go off screening multiple days, you know, because that isn't the main focus. Today to me. Yes, if you want to. If I want to, of course I want to. Okay, great. Why don't we meet at noon at Church Plaza on Winter 16? It's always Winter 16! It all matches up. Winter 16, Winter 28. But like I said in the previous part, I'm pretty sure I did, I might actually, even though I absolutely hate how tedious it is to off-screen multiple in-game days, for the final date I might make it so that, you know, like, if you ask for the date right on the 16th after the first dates, it'll probably be set for the 28th. But if I were to wait maybe an in-game day or two to ask for another date, it would probably be in spring. Probably spring 4, I'd imagine. Because, I don't know, it seems like these dates have, like, set dates, I guess. You know, just so we can have, you know, a spring date and a spring wedding again to conclude the Let's Play. So, yeah. Okay, I'll be waiting. Oh, I'm so happy.
How are you?
At least we won't be seeing that dialogue where she's like, I'm sorry, in the Church Plaza at noon on Winter 16. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, it's like deja vu, because, you know, like I said previously in this 300 odd part, well, not 300 odds, it will be probably after bonus parts, but you get the idea. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if anyone watching can't remember. Well, I don't know, I've said it a few times, but this has been a ridiculously long Let's Play. But when I originally played this game back in the day, I married Aden, and then I was like, okay, what if I don't know, say, state violence? And, you know, I was playing the game, it's like, okay, start dating her, and then all the time in between for the first date, and I lost interest, basically. Because it was just so tedious, I couldn't be bothered to continue playing the game at that point. That's how tedious it can be now. Heard about this doctor called the Magic Doctor. Doctor believes that we get sick because of roots inside our bodies become imbalanced. And then you can heal illnesses by magic and adjust balance. Isn't that fascinating? People are bringing lots of vitamins. I don't know why they're breaking items in the plague. Lost I'm supposed to go to church. Oh, I think I know why. How do you know? Why do you think? Simply pot people are sick, you're girl and a fussy old man. Don't tease me like that, bitch. You've been in love with me for a long time, haven't you, Max? Yes, love at first sight. Maybe that's what it was. I can't remember. What was I gonna say earlier? I can't remember. I hate when that happens. I wish you told me sooner. Well, I wasn't ready. That's true. I mean, I was only able to tell you I loved you because you said it first. I mean, every freaking... You know, Aden's nothing compared to, you know, Tag's fourth game, I guess. And maybe the fifth game as well. I've not played Rune Factory 5. But I think in Rune Factory 5 you can date any character regardless of whether they're male or female. I'm not sure, I just remember reading something about that. Not sure if it's actually true or not. But in Rune Factory 4, I don't think that's a thing, but they didn't really take that into account. Molly, careful. Don't just freaking stand on the PS3, get off. you turn into that freaking oh, what was it called? The Rolling Rock, stuff like that. I remember Activision made fun of that. You just like making it kind of like where you go stand on it and it's like weird controls, but it's my freaking PS3. Anyways, Molly has no respect whatsoever. She's a cat, in case I didn't make that clear. It's like, oh yeah, Molly, a person just came into my room, named Molly, just standing on my PS3. If that were the case, my PS3 would be destroyed. Anyways, what was I saying? In Rune Factory 4, they clearly didn't, take into account whether you're playing as male or female protagonist. Because, I just play as male protagonist, but, the male characters they can marry if you play the female characters, their dialogue doesn't really seem to change. They still talk to you like they're in love with you, and it's weird. It's just like, why is everyone in love with the protagonist regardless? It's just kind of weird. It's like this one guy was all like acting jealous because I was dating, what was her name? Clarka or something? Was her name Clarka? I don't know, I can't remember. Purple haired girl. It's just like, why? It's like, why is every character... it applies here as well, all the female characters in love with Aden, but it's even more crazy when it's like the entire population, well, almost the entire population of the town, I guess, because, there are exceptions, of course. Characters you can't marry regardless aren't going to have the same thing. Well, I say that, but that Porcaline guy, the residential de Santa Coquille, who has to always be in these games, I guess, is basically like that. But, you can't actually marry him, but he's constantly like, will you marry me? It's like, strange character. But yeah, kind of insane how these protagonists are such chads that everyone's in love with them. I guess you could play as a female protagonist and the same thing would apply there. Can a female be a chad? Is there an alternate word for that? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyways. So I guess I can't really talk. Sorry I made you say it. Said it first. I'm just happy that we know how do we both feel now. On the safe side. Get a cold. It's very rare in this game. Violet's kind of flower. I mean, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Lily and Violet, both named after flowers. But Aden, is there a flower called Aden? I'm not sure. You always wear such good clothes. You say that like she wears different clothes, but it's always the same. It's like, in the previous part, when I was like saying about, the wedding dress, it's like, nice to see characters wearing something different, but, it's not really all that different in Rune Factory 4, for example. Everyone has, well, actually, no, there is an exception to that. But basically, it's kind of similar to this. I've not got married in that game, so I've not seen, like, the wedding dress. I have seen the wedding, clothes for the male protagonist, because when you're on the save screen, it kind of switches. Like, you got the protagonist's portrait there, and sometimes we'll just change clothes in the portrait for some reason. So I've seen that. But basically, Rune Factory 4, everyone just has their, default clothes, and clothes when they're at, well, there's not a beach, but, during summer, like a little pond area we go to, wear the swimwear and stuff like that. So it's kind of similar to this, but there is, of course, an exception in that they do have pajamas as well, so there's that as well. Of course, the one exception to all this is, much like this game, the older casts of characters just have the one outfit the whole time regardless. It's like this one character, Nancy, and another character, I can't remember her name. what was her name? She runs the inn. Very forgetful. But you're like, look at these two characters, and you're just like, okay, so are they gonna get swimwear? One of these characters even says is like, you're gonna wear a swimsuit. Never happens. Ever. It's just like, yeah. It is like playing the game. It's just like, you see kind of like Nancy and the other one, you're just like, oh yeah, that'll be an interesting choice to go with. Or just like, oh, they're married. Ah, typical. Just have to settle for the other characters. But you don't think they're too young for me? That just sounds a weird thing to say there. That sounds kind of creepy. Just like, you think they're too young for me? It's like, that's why I like them. It's like, no. Nope. Oh, I'm glad. I heard you're fighting monsters. Please be careful not to get hurt. Despite their name's medical herb, don't heal wounds. Just generic dialogue. God damn, is that all you care about, or is their clothes? If you catch a cold, I will give you generic dialogue. I am a nurse. I wet you clothes. That's all I say to you with a greeting smile. You've been in love for so long. Same old dialogue. Let's sing a song about a cold with a greeting smile. Have you taken a look at the flybeds in front of the church? It's generic dialogue. Greeted with a smile. Meeting at the church plaza.
What kind of things do couples usually do together?
Okay, at least we got that.
Things couples do. Like holding hands on dates and kissing?
She is going to become bright red like a tomato in response to that dialogue.
What? Kissing?
Aden.
Would you kiss me?
Huh? Violet?
I'm sorry. I guess it's too soon for me.
I mean, can you imagine that? You start dating someone, yes, in the same room as their older sister, and you're just like, hey, want a kiss? It's just like, now is not the time. Violet? Violet? Does that imply she fainted? Well, that'll do for now, I guess. So, how long is that gonna be? Oh, Jesus Christ. You see what I mean about this? It's like, it's the same date as with Electra, but the difference is, it was the 4th when, you know, started dating Electra. So, it was like, just bang on 2 in-game weeks, but it's 2 in-game weeks and a bit for this, because it's on the 1st. Look at that, you got Violet's birthday and then Violet's date. So I guess it must be like a minimum of 2 in-game weeks for a date. So if I went with 17, would it go to... No, it couldn't, could it? Because I think the logic is a date can't land on a day before a festival or during a festival. And possibly not on certain days, like maybe Thursdays, I don't know. Has there ever been a date on a Thursday? I don't know, it feels like there are certain days where that can't happen. Probably birthdays as well, I suspect. If it's a birthday, it can't be. But maybe there is, like, specific days where dates can happen. And only on those days. Like, God, Wednesday seems to be a common thing here. I'll have to look back at the previous parts and check. See what days they landed on. Maybe it was always lands on a Wednesday. Who knows? So I guess it's time for me to off-screen 2 in-game weeks. Another pain in the ass thing is setting up the record. You got the HDMI splitter, you got the PS3 HDMI lead, you got the capture card HDMI lead, you got the TV HDMI lead, and you got the rigging capture card USB into the laptop, and all of this is connected to a freaking USB docking station that's a bit finicky because it can disconnect randomly because the plug on it's a bit broken, a bit busted. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. So all that Frankenstein experiment setup, it's like, you know, in school where you'd be like, okay, you got a light bulb and a bunch of things connect to light bulb. It's like that, only more convoluted somehow. And the reason I'm bringing all this up isn't because it's always a pain in the ass to set up, it's the fact that, you know, because it's going to take me ages to get to that point, I will have to reset up this whole thing again, because, you know, during that time I will just have the TV HDMI lead connected directly to the PS3, so I don't have all this convoluted mess around like that, you know? So yeah. Tedious. Very tedious. This part's gonna be long, isn't it? Because, you know, after like 29 minutes on recording, about a minute of that probably edited because that was when I was looking through my Japanese books to try to find out a ton about it. But yeah. So, I will continue recording when I get to the day of the date, so I guess off screen until then. So, yeah, see you then. And we're back. The next day. In real life. Not quite the same for this game because several, well, 2 in-game weeks basically wasn't it? Oh man, it's so tedious. I hate it so much. Thing is, I'm still like, yeah, I'll probably go for the spring when, you know, for the last one, but that's just gonna be even more time consuming. So I'll tell you this, you know, if the next part doesn't get uploaded at his usual slot, that's probably because I've taken my time to get to that day, because, you know, if that's gonna end up happening, it'll be like the 4th of spring, and we're like midway into winter here in the game, and that's basically the same amount of time it took me to get to this point now that I think about it, if not a little longer. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to that. And plus, you know, I gotta do the after Albert talk as well, so the final parts. Although, like I keep saying, bonus parts as well down the line at some points. It's a long awaited day. We promised to meet at noon at Chef But's, right? And I also noticed you have a big day.
Good morning.
It's not that. I mean, I knew that, you know, it's obvious. Looking back through my playlist, you know, of this Let's Play, because I don't have all of the parts, you know, saved on the hard drive. I have them on, you know, different hard drives to clear up space and stuff like that. So I was looking through that. I didn't check every date, but I did check every date that led to getting married, and I noticed a pattern. For Bismarck, when Sonja married Bismarck, it was the 4th of winter, so that's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Defeats that one theory I had where, you know, dates can't land on birthdays, but as you can see here, only Annette ever has a birthday on a Wednesday. And that's the thing to take away from it. Every date seems to be on a Wednesday. It's either the 4th, the 16th, the 28th, or the 4th of spring. It's always on a Wednesday. So I assume maybe that's it, because you know nothing really happens on Wednesdays in this game except for Annette's birthday, and I guess every time she appears on the island it's technically a Wednesday as well. Now that I think about it, but still, aside from that, it seems every date is on a Wednesday. Where is she anyway? It's one of those days, isn't it?
Good morning. I'm pleased to see you looking well.
You're going to battle monsters, you better get used to using your weapons! Sorry, I just can't be asked to read all that.
Ah, I do love grilled fish. I'll accept your gift gladly.
Good morning. Let's do our best today.
Oh, what we talk like this feels like we're a couple. Never mind. Speaking of which, I can't remember what the total number was, but the save file where I married Aden. If I recall correctly, what happened was, I was married to Aden for the longest time before, eventually like, okay, let's play as Sonja now, and that's where it went from there. So that was like possibly close to 50, if not more parts. So compared to all the other characters that Aden or Sonja has married, where it's like past few ones have just been 2 parts each. Well, 1 part if you just go for the whole marriage thing. Compare that to Aden, who had like 50 parts or so of marriage. And after marrying Vile and all that, I will go back to that save file off screen to, do loads of fishing and fighting giant monsters so I can get those last trophies. And, I'd probably include, like, whichever trophy is last as part of a bonus part. Like I said, I might do that with, like, having Sonja date Joe or something. I don't know. See how it goes when we get to that point,
This is for me? But isn't this awfully rare? I'm going to put it on tonight's menu. Thanks! Good morning. When I see you in the morning, I feel sure a nice day is ahead.
Did she always used to have this dialogue? I don't remember her greetings being like that. What's up with that? Or maybe it's because I've got into the habit of just holding down X to skip through text and all that when I'm off screen going through all this, that I don't even notice it until I'm recording, and then I'm like, wait a minute, is that your usual greeting? What a terrible hat I lose.
Ooh, fruit parfait, my favorite. Thank you so much.
The dates take longer than the friggin' weddings in terms of, the length of the parts, don't they? He needs some medical herbs. And, frickin' Bismarck. I hate you, Bismarck, so much. I know what this is gonna be. You'll be like, oh wait, I think that one's probably for wine, isn't it? It's like, bring the wine to Aden, but only when she's at the inn during working hours. And the reward is probably just 100 gold or something. It's not even worth it, no recipes. And this right here is the same goddamn one again, where it's like, if I had the recipe to make a silver hairpin, I'd be able to get this one done. But I don't have that recipe on the save file, because whoever it's probably Electra herself, the request to give that recipe hasn't appeared on this damn bulletin board. It's always just the same ones that are next to impossible to complete. It's so annoying. But I'll save that for another time. Another time being, when I'm, off screen going through even more in-year dates.
Good morning. Let's have a great day.
Just his birthday's next weekend. What should I get her? A golden skull or whatever it's called. I've still got this left over from the what was it called? Harmony Day. So much chocolates.
Ooh, a fruit tart. Did Did you make this yourself? Wow!
I mean, think about it, man. There are 19 characters on the island for the festival. All the regular, residents and, just... all that adds up to 19. You get 19 different chocolate goods. And also hand out 19 chocolate goods. That's just insane. I mean, you don't have to, but, I do that anyway. It's just like, okay, 19 butter, and get to the oven, 19 chocolate cakes. How it in?
Good morning. I'm happy to see you.
We're meeting at noon at the church plaza. Oh, will it ever be noon? She also had some new dialogue I'd noticed. Nothing too special. What was it? Something like, she felt lucky to be Aden's girlfriend or stuff like that. I think that was the general dialogue. I can't remember. It's just the others this kind of have a bit of a cactus look to it there. It's like, what do you mean? The flower is old? No, I mean this right in front of me. What is that? It's like with the vase or wherever it's in, it just makes it look like a giant pineapple.
Oh, how pretty.
And like all the other dates over the past however many parts, same thing's gonna apply here. I'll talk to her at various times of day to get different reviews. I also noticed when I was going through the playlist looking at for all the parts of this Let's Play, a lot of parts like early and the mid points of this Let's Play of like still in just single digit views, but these past few parts have been getting consistently double digit views. Is it because I'm actually accomplishing things of notes that people want to see? It's like, alright, let's see how you take that character and how do that character. That's interesting. As opposed to, let's see, now, another generic filler day. There were so many of those in this Let's Play, it's insane.
Good morning.
Oh my.
Oh.
Did we get a divorce off screen? What happened to us, Aden? We were married in the previous part. What happened? Well, I loaded a different save file, that's what happens.
Thank you so much. Now, what sort of accessory should I make with this?
Oh, morning.
You know that this house loves is on bit about. That's no surprise, but
Can I really have this? I won't give it back to you even if you ask for it, you know.
now I really do wonder why am I on screen this anyway.
Good morning! I wonder what we'll be having for lunch! It's so fun to think about!
Yeah, I would say it's like, oh, for old time's sake, since we're reaching the end of the Let's Play, but then again, it's not really old time's sake because we do this all the time. The game only keeps track to a certain amount to how many times you've talked to people. But can you imagine if it counted, like, forever, basically? Didn't have, like, a cap. Can you imagine how high the number would be? Although it would be a little lower each time because you'd have different save files. But if it carried over old save files, that'd be insane. It'd be insane regardless. I suppose I've occasionally act like a real bear, but I've heard that dialogue one too many times, Beatrix. You have no unique dialogue that I have yet to hear.
Oh, my. Why, good morning. I do hope you'll have a good day.
Even I have got days off. I most often spend them making those who walk off language. I try to be a good guardian.
Morning! Good morning!
God damn it, what is this for you? Ain't this was an elfic abomination?
Good morning. Good morning.
Nothing. Nothing.
Good. Good. 'Cause if you were to freaking bring up that whole, you know, Quinn getting told off or something like that, and she's like, hey! It's like, you're, well, no, you do have an idea. If you've been watching this Let's Play, you know he says that way too many times. That damn line is so repetitive.
Good morning. How are you feeling today?
Boy, it looks like I'm in red again this month. Well, trading can be a gamble. I will turn back in my pit.
Hey, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? That's how young folk ought to be.
I gave a pair of glasses. Oh, see, I've heard these dialogues so many times I don't even need to follow. Let me
It is a
guess.
fine morning.
I've got the spirit vault. While the odds, you will say, if you cannot use magic, there's nothing to say. Is it going to be that one, Pandora? Is it? Is it?
You have not neglected your morning audience with me. Excellent.
If you cannot use magic, there's nothing to say. See, I can predict this shit. It happens all the time. If you're freaking got a wand equipped or a rod, her chance of saying that dialogue, well, I think she only comments like that if you've got anything like that equipped, but still, she does it so many damn times, like Pandora. I know you've got more dialogue than that, why is it always the same one?
Jewels possess magic. I will take possession of this one.
In fact, I think at one point I even got dialogue that I don't think you've ever said at any point in this Let's Play. And that's without dating her or anything. So, yeah, she probably got some dialogue that we haven't actually used. Maybe, well, I'll say that, but maybe it's just a one. Yeah, this part's definitely gonna be like over 50 minutes. Possibly an hour, like, you know, all the other ones.
Morning there. How you feeling? Come on.
Now, there are three people who are like Beatrix. Those go, this not good at all. Not good content. Now, around about 8 a.m., our Bismarck or Sierra will walk out, and I will talk to them before they disappear to wherever the hell they're going, where they will stand around doing nothing for about an hour or two, and then walk somewhere else to repeat the process in a different location. Waiting, 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 waiting. There we go.
Good morning. Good morning.
I suppose we're neighbors on Eden. Gotta just figure that out.
Good morning.
You seem to be doing well today.
You always have to set up the bird, don't you? Nothing better than being at home and planning golems to do maintenance. Golems, 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 nothing but golems.
Whoa! I've been wanting this! Thanks! You're a lifesaver!
You know, if Elena could have her way, instead of Gerard being there, you know, when Aden married Elena, the person marrying him would be this golem right here. Just picture that golem dressed up like a priest or something. That would certainly be an interesting sight. I just gotta wait for the old shop to open so I can... Have I talked to everyone else? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have, so it's just Sierra. And then, you know, from there, I can off-screen until noon. I just want to, you know, get the morning routine of talking to everyone. Yeah.
Morning.
By the way,
Morning! It's gonna be a fun day. What's up?
I shall
Selling
sell...
something?
Actually, I don't even know if I'm not even sell. Sell some iron.
Thanks.
I think I just bypassed her dialogue.
What'll it be?
Whoops. Willie Scott's such a cool name. Willie, 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 Willie. That's what it is, alright. What is it again?
Thanks. What a cute accessory. I love it.
And now I shall off screen until noon. It's off screen. You ever get the feeling of deja vu? It's not just, you know, waiting for the date, but, you know, you got Quinn and Kelsey just like standing there, like last time. It's like, yay! And then Bismarck walking by exactly like last time. And then they walk away because they know that a date is on its way. But they like walk in the wrong direction first. Remember when Kelsey had a crush on Violet? That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Why does everyone do that? It's like, I'm gonna walk over here, oh wait, no, I'm walking over here actually. The awkward stare down. Oh, you're right on time. Well, yes. At least it's not like with Lily or Elena. Where did Makoto have the same thing as well? Where, you know, you have to talk to them multiple times even after the time of the date for them to acknowledge it. And you are already here. You've been waiting long. No, I was waiting here a lot longer than she was. I was been waiting here since like 9. No, I just got here. Are you blind? You saw me walk here, you idiot. What shall we compliment today? Well, here's my logic, right? She's always, you know, around flowers, so she probably smells nice, right? Just like, no, it's the opposite actually, because you know, manure is used as fertilizer, so.
I don't know about that.
I didn't do anything special. What was it, a click? So I probably smell like medicine. And flowers. Shall we take a walk?
So next time, accessories or hair.
So, the decorations on the church are really beautiful. We should go see them. Decorations are for the Night of Holies.
Which we do not celebrate in this game for some reason.
Aren't they pretty?
It's like we have the decorations for it, but we don't have the festival. Rune Factory 4, I'm pretty sure, had Christmas, but this game doesn't. They acknowledge its existence, but they don't celebrate it. Well... I feel like just saying yeah would, you know, be like, yeah, I know, right? And say that would definitely make her, you know, live up to her name, you know, Shrinking Violets.
What? Thank you. That's sweet. Even if you're just being nice.
It reminds me of, you know, the Electra date. Where her response to saying something like, you'd rather have their homemade cooking or something like that. She's like, what?
lunch for us. I made it all by myself without any help from Odette. I hope you'll eat it. Does it taste alright? I hope it's okay.
It's not bad, it's delicious.
Really? I'm so glad. I'm not as good a cook as Odette, but hearing you say that makes me feel like maybe I could be.
Is this one place I want to go? Will you go there with me? Why is it that our voice actors always disappear for this specific point in the date? Every character has the same thing happen. I mean, when the voice actors were in the studio or whatever. I mean, were they even in a studio? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Dean's voice actor is just like, you know, you just do your voice acting from home, you know. It's like, but I've only got a crappy microphone. It barely picks up audio. It's like, yeah, but, you know, coming into the studio to do that is just too tedious and a bit, you know. You don't want to waste money, so, you know, get your own equipment. Okay. Sorry, it's just a little cold. Man, this part really is gonna be long. First half was like 29 minutes, I think, and now we're up to 26 minutes on the recording. Huh? It's no way. Then it starts to hail, and he's like, "Oh no, that's not as pleasant as snow. In fact, it's not pleasant at all." Let's look at that. Church decorations look even more beautiful in the snow. Yeah, it's breathtaking. Aden.
I really like you.
It's like Electra there. She says the exact same thing. I really like you instead of love. Some characters will use different wordings, I guess. Ah! Hey, does he look more surprised than usual? Has he always had that expression? And I just never picked up on it every time he reacts like that. I'll have to look at the previous part to check, because I'm not sure. Maybe he's more surprised in this scenario. Which would be absolutely stupid if you think about it, because, you know, out of all the characters, Violet's having feelings for Aden was the most obvious. From the very beginning, from the very first time we meet her, we knew, except for Aden, because he's an idiot. What is this I'm feeling? I'm so in love with Violet. This is my only chance to make the big decision. I'll regret it if I don't. Bullshit. Because you can't make that decision right now, because you don't have the engagement ring. That looks just like confetti. It's so beautiful. Look at her face. I mean, it's not as detailed because, you know, in the pause menu. The timing of that. That reminds me, I forgot to acknowledge that. Was it the previous part or the part before that? I think it was the part where I first dated Electra. At the end, I included a screenshot. Because I was like scrolling through the video, you know, because basically it's like, okay, just confirm that it's all saved and all well and good so I can delete the original file, because it takes up too much space. And it just happened to land on that specific point in the video. Unfortunately, when I like put it in full screen, it didn't look proper. But, you know, it doesn't matter. That face she made, man, those were some bedroom eyes there. That was hilarious.
Thank you very much.
You prepared this for today? I make you so happy. And date concludes.
Thank you very much.
And that's that. I spend almost every day at the church, but I had so much fun there today. Must be because I
Hello. Have you come to see me?
I'm not gonna ask her on a date just yet, because I wanna. Even though it's gonna be hell, it's gonna be so mind-numbingly boring to off-screen so many in-game days. But I want the last date to be a spring date, so we can at least see another, you know, date Even though it'll be the same as the other spring dates, but you know, better than nothing, and you know, have another spring wedding instead of just being like 2 identical dates back to back at a wedding. Yeah. There's the line. I'm your girlfriend. I'm so lucky. I'm not sure if she has any other unique dialogue that we haven't already heard. But that was the one that I got off screen. So now we know that one. So hopefully I can just go work at, you know, a bar or something, you know, pass the time to evening. Doesn't look very busy right now, so I don't know.
Hello. Hello. You came just to see me, didn't you? I'm so happy.
Now I came to work. Yes, I can. Lovely. Where is she? She's, of course, still out there. That's what happens, you know, they go on a date and they just stand around in the same spot for the rest of the day until, you know, they go home and sleep. And can you imagine just standing in the same place like that for hours? Oh, she's already on.
Good evening. It's so late.
He didn't voice all that. How nice of you. What, show up late? I did get into an argument with Lily once, but I don't remember why. Now, hopefully the next in-game day can hopefully, you know, lead to a date being set for, you know, spring. Instead of winter, you know. But of course I will do that off screen. So yeah. So that's gonna do for this part. So if I mean the plan is basically now. I don't know, cause if I were to ask on a date there, it'd be the 28th, 2 weeks, and it's always on a Wednesday. But if I did it on the first day, would it be, you know, just under 2 weeks instead? Because I'm pretty sure there are exceptions to that. I don't have to off-screen multiple days just to get to the point where the date will be set for the 4th of spring. But that is the overall goal. So, I shall see you next time, viewers, for the final part. You know, it's kind of weird to call it the final part because, you know, there are going to be bonus parts, at least one. So, yeah. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, not just, you know, getting to that final date and then getting married and all that shite, but also, after I'll be talk and all that. I think for the after I'll be talk, I'll probably, you know, guest characters will just be Aden and Sancha. I'm not including the whole cast. That would just be insanity. You know, it's kind of funny because my Higurashi Let's Plays, like, in the question arcs, they had, what was it? I can't remember what they called it, all cast review session or something like that. But they had all the characters staying relatively in character, talking about the events of the question arc that's, you know, unfolded. And that's what inspired me originally to make After LB Talks in the first place, I'm pretty sure, if I recall. But you know, they didn't have that for the answer arcs, right? So I made my own for the answer arcs. So I had all the characters interacting in that. That was chaos as well. But whatever, I shall see you next time, viewers. See you next time.